Hello and welcome to pmplounge.com. This is Lounge Fever, wherein we tackle your burning questions. And one of the questions that we keep receiving every now and then is around the PMP prerequisites. So, what are the PMP prerequisites? What are the eligibility requirements for being able to apply for the PMP exam? And there are certain requirements that you need to meet before you are able to apply for the exam. So, we are going to go over those requisites in this video. So, if you're a PMP aspirant, if you're just starting off on your journey, and wondering if PMP exam is something that you are eligible to write, keep watching this video. So, in order to understand what are the prerequisites, we'll go over to our favorite website on the internet, which of course is pmi.org, the official website of the Project Management Institute. And I have this open, the Project Management Professional PMP page here, and I'll link to this in the description so you can directly go over it. And on this page is where you'll find the prerequisites of the PMP exam. So these are the two conditions that you must meet in order to apply for the PMP exam. So you should either have a secondary degree, which is a high school diploma, associate's degree, or the global equivalent. So whatever that is equivalent in your country, you should have that. You should have 7,500 hours leading and directing projects, and you should have 35 hours of project management education, which is typically provided by the REPs in the form of 35 PDUs, which are a must in order to apply for a PMP exam. So you should either have these, or if you have if your educational qualification is higher than a secondary degree and you have a 4-year degree, for example, an engineering degree here in India, if you have that, you need 4,500 hours of leading and directing project. These 4,500 hours typically amount to 3 years of experience into project management, that is leading and directing projects, of course, and 35 hours of project management education, which is similar to the one that we discussed above, which is basically the 5-day classes that REPs tend to provide, and they'll give you the 35 PDUs certificate, right? So these are the three requirements, these are the three prerequisites to be able to apply for the PMP exam. And in fact, there are more details around the prerequisites in the handbook, the Project Management Professional Handbook, which can be found here. And I have this open here. I'll link to it in the description again, so you can go over it. So here, if you go down, and there will be a section for PMP eligibility requirements. So they have mentioned in detail what are the requirements, right? So to be eligible for the PMP certification, you must meet certain educational and professional experience requirements. All project management experience must have been accrued within the last 8 consecutive years prior to your application submission. So this is something which we didn't have on the page, and this is, like I said, in the handbook they have provided much more detail. So this experience of project management must be accrued within the last 8 consecutive years, right? All right, so what is the educational background? So this is something we discussed on the web page also. You need a secondary degree or you need a 4-year degree. If you have that, then the next step is to have either 7,500 hours of project management experience or 4,500 hours of project management experience. So this amount to minimum 5 years or 60 months unique non-overlapping professional project management experience. So if in, let's say, for the last 6 months you have been working on 3 projects, that doesn't count as 18 months, that count as 6 months only. And this is what they mean when they say unique non-overlapping professional project management experience, during which at least 7,500 hours were spent leading and directing the project. So out of 60 months, and each month account for 40 work hours, that is 7,500 hours should have been spent leading and directing the project. And they have an asterisk here: leading and directing the project is identified with the tasks, knowledge, and skills specific in the project management professional examination content outline. So you're you're basically, even if you're not a project manager as such, right? If your designation in your organization is not a project manager, it will still be okay, because leading and directing the project as identified with the tasks, knowledge, and skills specific in the project management professional examination content outline, which you can check and you can kind of verify this. So, from your organization perspective, you might not have a designation of a project manager, but if you have been working in project management in for 5 years or 60 months or 7,500 hours is what you have spent into project management, it is something that you can look into. If you have a 4 year degree, you need minimum 3 years or 36 months unique non-overlapping professional project management experience, during which at least 4,500 hours were spent leading and directing the project, right? So if you have a 4 year degree, all you need is 3 years of experience within which you have accumulated 4,500 hours spent on leading and directing the project. And then the last one, which is the project management education, which is the 35 PDUs, the 35 contact hours of formal education, which the REPs provide. So these are the prerequisites for applying for the PMP exam. So you must have these before you can even apply for the PMP exam. I hope that was clear. I'll provide these links in the description of this video so you can kind of go over and check these out for yourself as well. So I hope we have covered this question of what are the PMP prerequisites, what are the eligibility requirements for PMP. If you have any other questions related to the same topic, feel free to comment and we'll definitely respond to it or make a video on it as well if it's required, right? So do subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. Check us out on our social media, facebook.com/PMP Lounge and twitter.com/PMP Lounge. And as always, check out the website pmplounge.com, your number one free PMP and project management industry news resource on the internet. Thank you.